Hi guys, welcome back to Block My Milan channel. Today what I'm going to discuss about is stale network account creations and how we can fund those accounts. So as you can see in this tab, there are three main tabs like test, public and custom. So what these means are ideally like test means test networks and public means live network and custom means custom network. If we are using test network, we can create accounts for free of charge, and we can like use test lumens to perform transactions and other Stela based operations. But if we go for public networks, the difference is we need to use the real cryptocurrencies as real lumens. So we need to pay some money and we need to buy those real lumens and we need to use it. So today's based on today's crypto tradings, we can purchase these one lumen for like $0.08, something like that. So it will be changed based on the crypto prices, as you all know. But if we going with a custom network, so we need to build a custom Stela node in our machines or in our servers, and then we need to specify those custom URLs, and we can make transactions using that. So today I'm going to discuss about test and public network mainly, or we can call this as a public or a live network. So both indicates the same thing. Once we go for the account creations, we can see this is the Stela laboratory, as you all know. So once we go to this Stela laboratory URL, we can see as an introduction, account creation, explorer, transaction, and even XDR view and sign as well. So when it comes to this account creation tab, we can have the key pair generation. So once we click this key pair generator button, it will be ideally create a public and a secret key. As you all know, in blockchain we always use public and a private key, so we can use these keys. But one of the main advantage in Stela is there's no key differentiations for live network and test networks. So we can create any keys in this tab, and we can use these as live, and we can use these keys in live network as well as test network. The only difference is if we fund using test lumens, it will be shown in the test tabs, and if we fund using live lumens, it will be shown in the live tabs. So let's see how it works. We can initially copy these ones and we can paste it here, and as we still didn't fund anything for this account, we can go and check it in the explorer whether this account is created or not. So we can simply put this as under the accounts single account tab, and we can see it whether it's funded or not. In the test network, it shows it's 404 because it's not funded still, and this is the public one. And if we can go and check it in the test network as well, it will be show it's not funded. So let's fund this account and see. So the funding account is, as you can see, like once you created this key pair, you can fund below that there's a friend port to fund those test lumens. So we can just put this key, and just we need to click this to get the funding for the test lumens. So it will take a bit of a while to fund those accounts, and once it was funded, we can just go back to the same extra account viewer, and like we can just click submit, and it will be shows a whole new different view that we can see. Okay, this is under this account is created under this ledger, and we are now having like 10,000 lumens. That is a free native asset for free test lumens, and this is a public key and all those things. And as we have this private key as well, we can go and now perform any amount of transaction using this. But still, if we go and check this in the public one, it will be still shows as it's not found. So it's this resource is missing because it's not funded using live network. So that is the way that we can fund it. And it's so the shortcut way is once we create these accounts, we can just click this one, so it will be without copy pasting, it will become here, and we can click again to the funding these accounts as well. So what is the main differentiation from test and public networks is, as you can see it in the top, as we select the test tab, it will be shows that this network will be reset, like this test network will be reset on July 31st. So mostly Stela based test networks, it's mostly refreshed every 3 months, and they'll be indicate that when it's going to be reset as well. So once it's reset, you will be lose all your keys as well as all the transactions that you stored. It's like ideally a full refresh, as they'll be flush everything from their databases and the blockchain nodes. So it will becomes as a new network, and then we need to create again keys, and we need to perform these transactions. Now we saw how we can create test accounts and how we can fund those test accounts. So let's see how we can do this in the live network. So when we go to live network, we need to have ideally we have these keys, as we have already created a key that we can use for live network. As well as I mentioned, there's no key differentiation for live and test networks, but we need to fund these keys. So what we can do, it is like the easiest way of funding is we need to find a person, or we need to buy some cryptocurrencies from exchange or something to make this transaction. So I already have bought a key and I have some lumens there, so I'll just try to fund this account through that account, and I'll show you how it works. So to fund these accounts and maintaining these accounts, ideally the Stela based accounts, the easiest and for beginners, it's the easiest way is like using Interstellar. So Interstellar is one of the uh, exchanges, as well as we can use it as a proper wallet as well. So we can, each time when you're logging with a new session, it will be asked for a password, so we can provide a password, and this will be reset when you clear your hashes or cookies, so it's session based password. So once we have this tab, we can see it like import as a single wallet and import as a multiple wallet, and we can see it as a generate random wallet as well. So once you click this generate random wallet, it will create a new set of key pairs we created in the laboratory, but then you can use that public key to send to another person to transfer those lumens to your account. So as I already have a private key, so that I already have lumens in that, so I'm importing as a wallet, and then we can specify that one. We don't need to, it's this optional one, we don't need to specify it. And once we import this one, it will be show like what is your public key, and if it is a valid one, it will be show what is the public key and all, and it will be show how much amounts you have, and even they will be show it in dollars as well. And this side you can see all the transactions that you perform, and through this you can perform transactions to another account, and you can receive using the, you can copy paste, or you can send this QR code to another person to send your monies without sending this whole private key, as it's bit of complicated numbers. And if we goes like, we can see multi signatures, tradings, withdraws, all these tabs, as well as we can see the history, like we can load more and see like how many transactions we did from the start. And then like we can see KYC processes if we have, so we can see all of those informations. So let's, as our purpose is to transfer these some monies to this account, so we can just go here. We can paste this public key here. So once we paste this public key, it will be show these informations, and then we can put how much amounts we want to transfer. So as it's a trial version, so I'm just transferring this three lumens for here for example, and then we can submit this one. So if you want, we can write some memos as well in case if you really want to do it. So once we put this one, it will be ideally do it is like, it will be, as you can see, the money going from 9 to 6. So it will be ideally transfer that lumens to another account, and you can see these updates as well in this side. So once this transfer this to another account, what happens is that will be initially goes and initially created a test net, like activate this account in the live network, and then it will be put these live coins as well. So now we can go here and we can try it from the live network whether it's showing or not. So it's already copied, so we can just go here, we can paste it, and previously it's shown 404. Now it can see it like 3 lumens as native lumens came, and we can see these informations, as well as like we can go and see like how it schemes, as well as the operation process. So we can go and operations for account, and we can paste this key, and we can see like all the transactions and all the operations. So you can see like this is come from GBNNR public key, so that is ideally the public key that I was used to transfer these accounts, these funds to this account. And then this is the account public key, and so it can shows all the informations, and even you can see this transition hash, so we can go and get more information about that transitions as well. So once it goes like, it shows more depth view of these things, like specific transition related details other than the account related details. And it can it can be like show more depth in this transaction tab, where we can see like what is the token and what is the ledger and the created date. And it can shows like how much fees it was transferred for the transaction fee as troops. And it shows how many operations done, and the extra envelope we can decode and see this if we need it. So all these informations we can see it through here. And as well as like if we have these private key, as we are having that one, now we can go to this Stela account view, another a feature of the Stela. So we can go and we can just paste it here, so it will be shows like how much lumens we have. And it's ideal the different views, like this is more easy and more familiar for a developer perspective. But if it is a normal person who are not into much developments and they want to just see these transactions, so they can see it all as a whole view in one tab. So this is the difference between how we can create test network accounts and live accounts in Stellar using laboratory, as well as using Interstellar for transferring the lumens. So let's see now how we can do these things through a code. So when we, as developers, we are going to do these thing codes, so we can see through these developer tabs. Stellar has multiple APIs, and like they have a good development support, and they have like Stellar Slack accounts, and also we can get more help through that. So once you go and create accounts, we have like mainly we have codes and like examples for these basic features in Stela for like JavaScript, Java, and Golang. So today I'm going to explain these things through Golang. So I already created a page. Like I'll explain in another video how we can set up this whole package and how we can set up and start our first application on Golang for Stela developments. So that will comes in the future video. So today I'm going to explain like as we have once set it up these things, we can just copy paste this whole code as once, and then we can paste it here. So this will be ideally what will be happens is once this was uh, perform this transitions, it will be created as we done it in the Stela laboratory. It will create a private and a public key. So let's go and run this code. So once we run this code, it will be created a two new keys as a one private and a one public key. So we can just go and check it as in Stela laboratory as it will be shows. It's not founded for now. So we can create this one, and we can see these things, and even if you want we can fund those things through laboratory as well. It's even in this code level we can use a laboratory API to fund these accounts at the real time as well. So as guys you can see it, hope you all got an idea about how we can create test network accounts in Stela, as well as how we can create live network accounts in Stela, and how we can create these accounts as a public and a private key through a code as well. So guys, hope you like this video as how we can create this Stela test network accounts and public accounts, and how we can create these accounts through a code as well. So in future videos I'll cover how we can do the performance like Stela based operations for test network and public networks, and I'll cover as we cover this create account today. I'll cover this in the best same order as payments, and how we can do manage sell offers, how we can change trust, how we can even create assets using Stela, and how we can transfer those things, and especially how we can do these Stela based multi-signature accounts, and how we can perform bomb sequence. I'll cover all these operations in the future videos. So thank you guys for watching, and please shoot out your questions in the comment sections, and if you like this video please like and please subscribe for more videos.